Hello, welcome back to another episode on Legally Speaking with Michytalks. My name is Michelle Ezinde Agreda, and you are welcome back to my YouTube channel. On today's episode on Legally Speaking with Michytalks, we'll be looking at the rights of a tenant in Nigeria. In Nigeria today, there is a struggle between the landlord and the tenants. The main reason for this is because they do not know their rights. Here is what I am saying. The landlord does not know his rights as a landlord, neither does he know the rights of his tenants. The tenant, on the other hand, does not know his rights, neither does he know the rights of his landlord. Where these two can understand and appreciate their rights, things will be more easier. So that is why I am doing this video today to enlighten us on the rights of a tenant in Nigeria. And in my next video, we'll be looking at the rights of a landlord in Nigeria. But before we head right into the business of today, if today is the first time seeing my face coming across any of my video or coming across this video in particular, do me a favor, hit on the right button below this video that says subscribe to subscribe to my channel. And beside the red button, there is a bell there. Click on it. This enables you to get notifications whenever I upload new videos. And if you are watching from Facebook, do me a favor as well. Click on the follow button to follow my page on Facebook. And on the description of this video are my social media handles. It will be my honor if we can connect on social media. And to my returning subscribers, you are the best. I appreciate you. The rights of tenants in Nigeria, the first on my list is right to receipt of payments. Now, as a tenant, once you've paid your rent or even renew your rent, whichever one, you are expected or you should request for a receipt of payment signed by the landlord, his attorney, or any authorized agent acting on his behalf. This receipt of payment is a prima facie evidence of your right to the property, and this receipt contains the amount paid and the location of the property. The second right of a tenant in Nigeria is right to a written agreement. As a tenant, you should request from your landlord a written tenancy agreement. A tenancy agreement is a very important document because it basically outlines the terms of your tenancy in the property. One can actually argue that a written tenancy agreement is the most important right of a tenant. However, most tenants are ignorant of this. Most times, they are being given the tenancy agreement and they sign without going through it. In fact, if you ask me, I will advise you guys to go through the tenancy agreements before you sign it. You can consult a legal expert, to review the tenancy agreement for you. In case there is anything at all that you do not understand, the legal experts can help you out in this. The third right of a tenant in Nigeria is exclusive possession. Now, once you've become a lawful tenant, in the eye of the law, the place is solely yours for the period of the tenancy. You have something called exclusive possession, and you'll be wondering, what is exclusive possession? Exclusive possession is the right to use the premises to the exclusion of all others, including the landlord. What this means is that the landlord will need your permission before he can enter the premises. And any other person will also need your permission before he or she can enter the premises. And if at all anyone tries entering the premises without your consent, it will amount to trespass. The fourth right of a tenant in Nigeria is right to notice to quit before eviction. Now, as a tenant, you are entitled to be given notice before you are evicted from the premises. What I'm saying is this, that the landlord cannot wake up one morning and then he will come to the place and say, pack your things and leave my house. Or you've not paid your rent, let's say for 2 months or 3 months, and he just comes and tell you, oh yeah, leave my house. You carry police and all those things. No, it's not done that way. So you're entitled to be given notice to quit before you're being evicted from the premises. And this notice to quit varies. Now, it depends on the type of tenancy. Let's say if it's a monthly tenancy, I've been given 2 weeks or thereabout. Yeah, I think it's 2 weeks. And if it's yearly tenancy, it's 6 months notice to quit. However, in the tenancy agreement, that is why I also say that you should go through the tenancy agreement and understand it. Appreciate, not just understand, appreciate it. Because sometimes in the tenancy agreement, the landlord can say they will give you only 1 month notice to quit, whereas it's a yearly tenancy. Now, if you're the type that just sign tenancy agreement without going through it, someone like me, yearly tenancy, then you're giving me to 1 month, I will not agree. It's not going to, because in the eye of the law, for yearly tenancy, you should be giving 6 months. Are you getting me? However, if the tenancy agreement states otherwise, then it means you've waived the provision of the law. So we'll go with what is in the tenancy agreement. So that's why it's good. That's why I say tenancy agreement is very important. It's the most important. You get it. So from that, that's where the notice to quit comes in. If it's a yearly tenancy and it's 1 month notice to quit, so that is to say that the landlord will give you 1 month notice to quit. You get, if it's 6 months or monthly tenancy, are you getting me? Which is most time 2 weeks, then there's a one for 1 month. This is the provision of the law. But then in the tenancy agreement, what is contained there, that is all. That's where you now waive the provision of the law, and then the tenancy agreement now comes into play. So that is why you should go through the tenancy agreement and understand it. What I'm trying to say is that no landlord can evict you without giving you at least, whether it's 6 months notice to quit, 1 month, or any month at all, depending on what is contained in the tenancy agreement. The fifth right of a tenant in Nigeria is right to 7 days notice to recover possession. Apart from the notice to quit, a tenant is entitled to receive a 7 days notice to recover possession. This is actually issued by the landlord. It's the landlord that issued this 7 days notice to recover possession, and it can only be issued after the notice to quit has been issued and it has expired. You get the point. So what I'm saying here is that no landlord will issue you 7 days notice to recover possession when he or she or whoever has not issued you a notice to quit. Well, what I'm saying, notice to quit comes first. And after that, if it's 6 months notice to quit, it simply means the landlord have issued you 6 months notice to quit, and the 6 months notice to quit has expired, and you yourself has failed to either leave. You get, now, once it has expired, the landlord now gives you 7 days notice to recover possession. Now, this means that without this 7 days notice to recover possession, the landlord cannot come to court or come anywhere to recover the possession, to recover the possession or recover the premises. So 6 months notice or a notice to quit must be issued, and it must have expired. Another point here is that if a landlord have issued a notice to quit, whether 6 months, 3 months, 1 month, and that notice to quit has not expired, the landlord cannot issue a 7 days notice to quit. If you don't get it, just watch this video. It's very simple and very understandable. The landlord cannot issue 7 days notice to quit. So therefore, the notice to quit, whether 1 month, 2 months, must expire before 7 days notice to recover possession will come into place. Yes. So without this, you cannot institute an action to recover your premises or recover possession. The sixth right of a tenant in Nigeria, the last but not the least, is right to habitable premises. As a tenant, you are entitled to live in a habitable premises. So, if for any reason at all during the course of the tenancy the premises becomes inhabitable due to maybe flooding or damage of essential utilities in the premises, you can demand that the landlord puts the premises in a habitable state. And when he fails to do so, you have the right to end the tenancy and demand a refund of your rent. Thank you so much for watching this video. I do appreciate. It's still me, your girl, Michelle Ezine Agrega, popularly known as Michytalks. So on my channel, we'll talk about lifestyle, real life matters, legal talk, and also do motivations. You heard me. And please do not forget to subscribe. Yes, subscribe to my channel. And don't also forget to come back on Friday to watch my latest video on the rights of a landlord in Nigeria. Today, for the tenant, tomorrow for the landlord. Next Friday. See you next Friday.